You ready? Alright, so the area we already know is all of the squares or all the stuff that's inside of a shape. Track me. It's already neat enough. All the stuff inside of the shaded figure. I'll give you $2 if you can tell me how to find out the area of a regular, an easy polygon, an easy shape. How do you find the area of one of these simple quadrilaterals? How do you find the area of like a simple quadrilateral? And if you have to bang on your desk to remember what it is, that's okay with me. If you have to bang on your desk to remember what it is, that's okay. DHM, how do you find the area of like a regular, old, easy polygon?
Length times width.
Length times width. Let me hear area. What's our formula for area on 3? 1, 2, 3.
Length times width.
1, 2, 3.
Length times width.
So, that doesn't work with these weird shapes, right? This is the shape of Miss Miles' living room, right? So she needs to get this like weird rug from IKEA. It's also on sale, which is convenient. But she has to figure out the area of it. Well, she can't do length times width. There's no width on this thing. What length there is? We gotta figure out how to do it. So what we do is a couple of different steps. Our first step is we count up all of the filled-in perfect squares. You don't have this one that's on purpose because I want you to distract me. I need you to just distract me. I'm going to count up all the completely filled-in, totally full squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Someone tell me what I just did. What did I just do? What did I just do up there? Now see what I do. All the full squares I just counted. So my full squares are 12. Next step. I gotta count on my halfies, right? I was calling in. I'll do the halfies. Oh, cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now be honest. I'm over here. Who will be like, oh, area's probably 32. I mean, area's probably 22. Who thinks that, right? Yeah, that's okay. That's what our brain signals us for the area. Well, we just put them together. That's all the inside space.
But that's what the people who write the test are going to put on there to distract us. Remember we talked about those trickster answers? You bet they're putting 22 on there. Who rushed through and didn't really pay attention and just added them together? Right? You know they're going to put 22 on there and they're going to get like 50% of people who take the test, but not hipsters. Right? So we don't make fun of it.
So, I have to do something with this. I have to do something with these halfies, right? Okay, so if they're only half full, I only have to count half of them. Look at me. If they're only half full, I only have to count half of them. Using our code words for operations here, what does half mean? If you want to make something half, what do you do to it? If you want to make something half, what do you do to a number to make it half? What do you do to a number to make it half? Natia? 5, 2. Divide by 2. So I'm going to take my halfies over here and I'm going to divide by 2. Can I get a volunteer to count by 2, don't pass by 10? Count by 2, don't pass. You know what? Hands down. Mental math. 10 divided by 2, who knows it? Forget that. Mental math. 10 divided by 2, who knows it? I should see every single hand up. 10 divided by 2, mental math, who knows it? For you, it's 10 divided by 2? 5, thank you very much. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Here's my numbers I'm working with. Now I add them together. 12 plus 5. Mental math, what is it? 12 plus 5. Mental math, what is it? Eric Carpenter? 17. What do I always know about my answer when I'm talking about area? The answer for area is always what? The answer for area is always what? Something really important. Rohan, do you remember?
The answer is always either higher or
No, I'm not there yet. I mean, when I'm finishing my answer, I know what you're talking about. I'm going to come back to that in a second. Whenever I write my answer, it has to be in what? What do I know about my answer? If I'm talking about, whether I'm talking about feet, inches, what's really, really important about the answer of the area question? Sierra? Exactly, square units. about units squared. Rohan, you just started telling me something I didn't even ask, so I'm going to go back to you. Is 17 units squared there? No. No, it's not. So what the heck do I do? What do? What's Miss Miles do? She's at IKEA. She needs a rug. She's tired of having cold feet when she wakes up in the morning because you know she don't sleep with socks on. So what do? What does she do? If she's going to buy a rug, which one is she going to go with? Hands down, checks or X's. I want to see checks on the pretty good answers and X's on the no way answers. If I got 17 units squared, 26 square units, checks or X's, I need 100%. Better see those X's. Should be spending too much money. My answer, 17 units squared. Is 16 square units pretty close? Check or X. Is 16 square units pretty close? Sure is. Let's check it. Next up, 28 square units. Check or X. I got 17. Is 28 pretty close? Nope. D, 18 square units. Check or X. I got 17. Is 18 pretty close? Sure is. I have two pretty good answers. I have 16 and 18. What should Miss Miles do? Now this is like a real world question. In real life, you are going to go shopping for rugs for your house. I need someone to explain me which one I pick and why. Who can do it? Which one do I pick and why? 30 seconds, turn the talk up. Stand and dance if you said 16. Don't be ashamed. What if you're the only one right? I give you $100 on your check. Who said 18? Stand and dance for 18. Do whatever not serious doing for 18. Do a Raider dance for 18. Do whatever Miss Maine's doing for 18. She reps the Raiders. Be a sea urchin for 18. Have a seat and put your hand up if you can tell me why should Miss Miles buy 18 square units of carpeting instead of 16 square units? I love the county's answer because it was like unity. It was like a team and family answer. I thought I'm calling her too much. Why should Miss Miles buy 18 square units instead of 16? Iani, share your answer and then we can build on it if we need to.
I said we shouldn't pick 16 because...
Wait, what is it?
I said she shouldn't pick 16 because if she wake up in the morning, her feet is still cold, and she pick 18 her feet. When she wake up in the morning, her feet is not going to be cold.
Okay. She needs 17. Is 16 enough? 16 is not enough. Her feet are still going to be cold. So Iani took a math question and just put it in real life. And she's like, how mad is she going to be when she wakes up and it's like that much room of cold floor? So why should we go with 18 when we're talking about carpeting, area rugs? Why should I go with 18? What do you know about the rugs, Princess?
Because the bigger is the better.
Bigger is better, and what can you always do if you do buy carpeting, right, from Empire or Deliverance? What could you always do?
You can always cut the floor.
You can always trim it, right? So what we're doing with what we're deciding on is we're always going to go a little bit bigger because Nasir, 16 wasn't enough. But I love that when you two were having your thing pair shared, you were like, I think this and this is why. Because he was like, let's save Miss Miles some money, right? Let's go 16, save her a couple bucks. And he's like, you know what? You know what's priceless? Warm feet. He's like, I don't care how much it costs. And I love that you guys showed that you could peacefully disagree. That was awesome. Pencils up. I need everybody to look at